This is something unusual. There goes more ballast, but the tale is settling in spite of all that has been dumped. A grim note of impending tragedy.
The Hindenburg Disaster of 1937, a catastrophic event marked by the fiery demise of a German passenger airship, not only brought an abrupt end to the era of hydrogen-filled airships, but also spurred consequential shifts in aviation safety, regulations, and public perception. The tragic incident prompted the aviation industry to reevaluate the use of flammable gases, leading to the widespread adoption of non-flammable helium and the implementation of stringent safety measures. The Hindenburg disaster's enduring impact lies in its role as a catalyst for transformative changes that continue to influence aviation practices and safety standards to this day.
The Hindenburg, a marvel of engineering, represented the luxury and innovation of its time. The German passenger airship, measuring about 804 feet, traversed the Atlantic Ocean with prosperity, offering passengers an experience unparalleled to any other form of transportation. Yet, it was a vessel filled with highly flammable hydrogen, a detail that would prove to be fatal. The Hindenburg wasn't just an airship. It was a symbol of pride for Nazi Germany. Decorated with swastikas, it served as a propaganda tool, and the airship became a showcase of technological prowess and objective of the Nazi regime. The glory of the Hindenburg was utilized in staged events and ceremonies, which evoked a sense of pride and dominance. The Hindenburg was the flagship of the German Zeppelin Transport Company, and it was intricately woven into the fabric of Nazi propaganda, which projected its power. As it flew through the skies, it captured the eyes of people worldwide, which symbolized the peak of air travel luxury.
In the evening of 1937, people gathered at the Naval Air Station in Lakehurst, New Jersey, to witness the appearance of the Hindenburg. But little did they know that this would be a night etched in history for the wrong reasons. Disaster struck as the Hindenburg was descending for landing. In a matter of mere seconds, the airship turned into an inferno, and flames were spreading throughout the airship. Panic and chaos ensued as the people watched in disbelief.
Amidst the chaos, the emergency response emerged. Ground crew members and emergency response rushed towards the burning airship, risking their lives to save people on the airship. Their selfless acts demonstrated the human spirit amidst the unimaginable tragedy.
The Hindenburg disaster took the lives of 36 people, killing one person on the ground and leaving most of the others severely burned, leaving a lasting impact on the future of airship travel and the public perception of aviation safety. This event left these victims forever changed, and the impact resonates through the stories of these survivors who lived through it, which shaped the collective memory of that fateful night.
I had been on the grounds crew the previous year 5 times. And all those 5 times, when it came over, it varied very little in its approach, coming over the New Jersey pines and then onto the field and making a big turn and then descending and going down, hooking onto the mooring mast with the help of the grounds crew. Somebody said, "Hey, oh, look at the fire. She's caught on fire. Look, the back, it's burning, it's burning. Look at everybody running." So I woke up with others, and being young, didn't take me long to lead the pack running. And I turned to see what had taken place. And these people, especially the civilians who paid the price of the ticket, were in frantic, you can't really use the right words, but they were grabbing the metal and then falling because the metal was just red hot.
Well, anyhow, we're still waiting for this thing, and I just happened to look. I don't know how many other guys in my group looked and saw it, but the command was given, according to all the history in the books, because there was a shift in the wind pushing the ship towards us. And they wanted the man in that gondola with the engine to give it full throttle. And all I saw was sparks and flames coming out of this engine. 2 seconds later, more or less 2 seconds, we saw this ball of fire. We just turned and ran just as fast as we could. What direction, I don't know, but whatever direction we thought was the best. And we ran for quite a few feet until the heat was gone. People asked me, did you help anyone? Well, by the time we returned to the ship, all that had been done. There wasn't anyone to help, and we were just merely, as I say, survivors.
In the aftermath, investigators rushed to the scene seeking answers. Theories ranging from electrical malfunction, lightning, and sabotage were explored as they added to the mystery of the Hindenburg's fiery demise. This led to a confusion among the people, witnessing the tragedy that caused them to lose trust in airships. The Hindenburg marked the end of an era, which raised questions about the safety and danger of air travel. Its legacy brought advances in aviation safety and stricter policies, which led to a shift towards other reliable transportation methods.
As the ashes of the Hindenburg tragedy began to fade away, a new chapter unfolded. With the rise of airplanes and their advancements in aeronautical engineering and technology, they emerged as a more reliable, safe, and efficient way of air traveling. They offered faster and more direct transportation, which surpassed the limits of airships. In the following decades, airplanes became the more dominant form of long-distance travel, connecting the world in ways that were impossible during the airship era. The Hindenburg disaster serves as an utter reminder of the fragility of human innovation and the unexpected risks that accompany progress. The fiery end of the Hindenburg also underscores the resilience of the human spirit, as the lessons have been learned from mistakes, and it paved the way for advancements in aviation safety. As we reflect on the Hindenburg today, we continue to honor the lives lost and acknowledge the impact this catastrophic event had on shaping the future of aviation. It served as a catalyst for meticulous investigations and improvements, which led to stringent safety protocols, materials, and engineering in the aviation industry. The mistakes that were made on that day contributed to a turning point that shared a safer and more reliable future for air travel. The legacy of the Hindenburg lives on in the collective memory of humanity, a testimony of the delicate balance between progress and the risks that accompany it.